Hi everyone, welcome back to Andy on Crime. In today's video we're going to briefly look at the sentencing of Stephen Bear, the reality TV star, who yesterday, the 3rd of March 2023, was sentenced to 21 months for offences of voyeurism and disclosing private sexual images, known as revenge porn, against his ex-girlfriend Georgia Harrison. The facts of this case are that Stephen Bear was alleged to have filmed himself having consensual sex with Georgia Harrison in his garden and filmed it on CCTV without her knowledge. He was further alleged to have distributed those images via WhatsApp and also uploaded it to his OnlyFans account. He stood trial at Chelmsford Crown Court, and following a week-long trial he was convicted of 3 offences, 1 of voyeurism and 2 of distributing private sexual images, the new so-called revenge porn law. He was sentenced to 21 months imprisonment, and in the next part of the video I'm going to briefly explain how the judge came to the conclusion that 21 months was appropriate. The first thing to say about these sentences is that the statutory maximum for voyeurism and for disclosing private sexual images is 2 years imprisonment, so 21 months is almost the maximum that the judge could have awarded in this case. Now, in normal sentencing, what the judge is looking to do is to place the offending in a category, and this category is based on culpability and harm. And if we look at the sentencing guidelines for those offences, these were all considered to be Category 1A offences, i.e. the most serious category of offending for that level of offence. And if we look firstly at voyeurism, we can see that the starting point for a Category 1A offence is one of 26 weeks custody. If we then look at the sentencing guidelines for disclosing private sexual images, we can see that a Category 1A offence would also attract a starting point of 1 year for those 2 offences. Now, when it comes to sentencing, it's generally not the case that you take the starting point for each of the offences and add them together. Generally, where the offences fall out of the same pattern of behaviour, the judge will award what is known as a concurrent sentence, i.e. that the sentences will run alongside each other. Now, at the time of recording, I've not been able to obtain the sentencing remarks, so I'm not able to ascertain how the judge came to the sentence of 21 months, but what they might have done is award a higher sentence on one of the offences, with the remainder of the sentences to run concurrent. I.e. the judge may have awarded 21 months imprisonment for the offence of voyeurism, but on the charges of disclosing private sexual images, he may have awarded 1 year concurrent for each of those 2 charges. So 21 months for voyeurism, 1 year for disclosing private images, and 1 year for the further charge of disclosing private sexual images. So a total sentence of 21 months. Unusually, in a case such as this, the victim, Georgia Harrison, waived her right to anonymity, and during the sentencing of Bear, the judge praised her courage and stated that her waiving her anonymity and coming forward may encourage others to come forward and do the same. In terms of the sentencing, the judge stated that she'd suffered extensive humiliation and embarrassment, and that the result of Bear's actions had affected her future employment and caused her significant distress. As for Bear, he seemed to be without remorse, posing for selfies with fans prior to his sentencing hearing, and then after the sentencing had concluded, wished everyone in the court a good weekend. As to what will happen next, well, Stephen Bear will serve 10.5 months of his 21-month sentence before being released on licence in late January of 2024. Once he is released, he will be subject to the sexual offences notification requirements for a period of 10 years, and in addition, he has also been given a restraining order against Georgia Harrison. If he commits any further offences during the licence period of his sentence, then he may be recalled to prison and liable to serve the rest of his sentence in prison. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video informative. If you do have any comments, please post them down below. If you did enjoy this video, please consider giving it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching. Take care.